I've been in the whole time.
No, you haven't.
Yeah, huh?
You're supposed to ask me first.
Watch me have been in.
No.
What's up?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you want to ask if you can talk?
I'm just asking when you're gonna start.
Okay, hold right there. Hey.
Hello.
Hey,
People out
your
there.
breath smells like peanut butter.
Chatty Man Prime. Good luck staying alive today. Good luck.
Oh, I gotta update my name. You should be Raji. Raji Shrubs.
Raji Shrubs.
Oh boy.
My name is Raji Shrubber. Raji Shrub. I design and sell shrubs.
So my favorite meme that I've seen on the internet today is angry Dumbledore screaming, Harry Potter, did you forge my name in the Epstein flight log?
That's pretty great. What did Charles send me today? Something about, it was like a clip of Harry Potter talking about him and Voldemort's wands touching or something. And then it superimposes a different
like
clip.
dicks,
Yes.
like penises.
I mean, it was Charles.
It's funny because they're gay.
Exact. That was the joke in the video.
Ah,
The little Asian guy
imagine
pops
being
up
gay.
and he says,
Boomers, man. That's not God's way.
that does sound like something Charles would say. Happy birthday, Jesus, and all that.
Happy birthday, Jesus.
A joke for like 6 of us.
Not even.
Not even, probably.
There's a lot more than 6 Christians, Dennis.
No,
No, there aren't.
that specific joke.
No. They all got
We've been slowly whittling that population down, trying to kill them off.
they
It's
all
like
got
poison ivy.
raptured.
Yeah, they got raptured. You didn't hear about it?
Are you telling me you were in league with Starbucks?
Yes.
Oh my God.
I am.
You're on the Starbucks flight
My
log?
father is Starbucks, actually. I am the son of Starbucks.
You red cup having motherfuckers. I see your son with your red cup back there.
That's right.
Phil.
Better dead than red.
Happy
Starbucks.
holiday.
Yes.
Starbucks.
I am Captain Starbucks.
Why? How dare you? None of them pointed it out. Why did you point it out that I said Starbucks?
Oh, I heard your stupidity.
I didn't hear it.
Oh.
My brain autocorrected to Starbucks.
I heard him say Starbucks also.
Yep. It just assumed he wasn't dumb.
Chaticus, you were
mistake.
supposed to be. You were my brother, Chaticus.
You're supposed
was
to hide
supposed
my
to
dumb,
hide-
not join them.
That's right.
Oh my goodness.
Reggie. Raji.
Reggie.
Raji Shrub.
Reggie
I design and sell
This is his voice.
prescription medications.
Okay. Which wouldn't do you a whole lot of good in Europe.
What? You think people don't get high in Europe, Dennis?
No, but prescription meds, like, isn't it all like,
I design and sell them. I design
You-
the drugs.
like they've,
He sells designer drugs.
okay, designer drugs. that's different.
MDMA.
He's a
That's
drug dealer,
different.
Dennis.
Not that. He said prescription drugs. You can get prescription pretty
Yeah,
easily.
you can sell prescription drugs without a prescription. It's called being a drug dealer.
Sure.
So
You
I-
sweet, sheltered boy.
Officer, I couldn't possibly have gotten these Oxycontin illegally. They're prescription.
They're prescription
No,
only.
time out over there. It's health. It's what is it called?
Oh, I'm sorry, copper. These are
Medicare for
prescription
all.
drugs.
Hey,
They're not illegal.
Bobby. Me mistake, old Bobby.
Oh,
I've got my
I'm
prescription
sorry,
license.
Robert.
prescription drugs,
Officer
yeah.
Robert. All right, let's piss off our UK listeners, guys. Let's go.
Let's do it.
I'm
Let's
Lost
do it.
Limey. Welcome to Botched Podcast.
Of course.
Lost
Oh.
Limey is an American now.
That's
Okay.
true.
So he will be right behind us in making fun of jolly old Britain.
Previously on
Launched.
I was
Botched.
drunk. What happened?
What did happen? I'm trying to remember what happened. What was the last episode?
Drunk Girls. We recorded that. And then
it
we
was our
did,
Christmas
like
episode.
fuck,
Ikea?
we did I remember
It was the
other one.
IKEA, right?
Yeah, there were Endless IKEA.
Yeah.
We got out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was
It was so long ago.
It was Evil Centaur Boys.
Nope.
Damn.
IKEA came after that.
Um,
I think last
Oh,
episode.
hold on, boys.
Oh no, we've got gotta think.
Oh my God.
It has been so long.
Hold on, let me pull up my Twitch. I think I'm due.
Oh,
Ooh,
it's
so
a
am I.
hype train. A
Hey,
hype
hey,
train.
Phil, I'll give you my Twitch sub if you do it to my channel.
Wait, do I have to go get whiskey now?
Yep.
Is that how that works? Oh no. I didn't have any. I didn't have any liquor ready. I'll be right back.
I
Alright,
can't
Steve, you
sub
know the
while
rules.
ad's playing.
I know.
Yeah, you have to get blackout drunk now.
Stupid. It's true. Go find an unopened bottle and drink it all. For
All right,
every level of
Phil,
the hype
you've
train.
agreed to trade sub for sub. Got it.
Yep, I'm on you.
You gonna let me sub? There we go. Subscribe.
Badass.
Back.
It's just subbed. So
I got my what's left of my high country American single malt whiskey.
Subgrub.
good job, brother.
Sub jub.
Mm,
Bam.
mm.
We did it.
My last episode was 20 days ago.
That's so. How were we expected to remember anything? from
3
20 days
weeks.
ago?
How's that so long? I'm pretty sure
Hold
it was
on.
the IKEA episode.
Hold on.
Remember when I was like, "Oh, Steve, one sub will get me over, and I'll get the payout." I didn't realize you only get $2.50 per.
That is correct.
So I needed
that is
2
correct.
subs, and somehow the sub from my aunt didn't go through. So now it's just like,
So the last episode was the machine where you dump something in.
Oh, the
turn knob.
Clockworks.
Clockworks.
yeah. We had a coffee shop pop up.
Uh-huh.
No.
Yeah,
No.
that's how we
you
infiltrated
were
it.
putting D classes
Yeah. We went
into the
into
clockwork machine.
underground, and we got the thing out, right?
All right, I got one. You ready?
Oh, I know what he's
Let
talking
me-
about.
let me
He's
cite
not
you
wrong,
back here.
Phil. You guys made a pop-up coffee shop in order to infiltrate this
Yeah.
section of town.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but that was episode 21. But we're
Yeah. It's
22
the same story arc.
is where we were
Sure.
testing out the clockworks. All right.
I got it. I'm ready.
All right,
Okay.
here we go. Take 2. Previously on Botched.
Shayna, Jesse, look, I know you don't always like my ideas, but I think this is a winner. We use the Clockworks to make an infinite supply of muscle mommy super shoulders. Let me try that again.
Super
Muscle
shoulders.
mom. God damn it, Dennis. Muscle mommy super soldiers. We're going to make $1 million.
I'm still hung up on the fact that there is an ethics committee in this corporation. That just like really pulls me out of the immersion of the world, that people think that there is an ethics committee for a corporation whose sole purpose is to make money.
I mean, if we can still do this from the Applebee's, I'm down for whatever.
Welcome back, junior researchers, to the 23rd episode of our 8th season. As I sit here confused from that recap, we are going to start a little while after whatever happened last time. You know, that we will leave that up to the historians to argue what happened in episode 22. But this takes place a few days later, and Site 69 has been contacted because there is a special need of their researchers to investigate a possible anomaly in England. So Site 69 is tasked with sending over some resources to a small town named Tenby, which is a rural hamlet of Oxfordshire, England.
Oxfordshire.
Oxfordshire,
Sheer Oxford.
England. So yeah. So we shall pick up with, I don't know how you guys want to roll into this small hamlet, but it's a pretty day outside.
First off, it's pronounced Oxfordshire.
Oxfordshire.
Oxfordshire. It's pronounced Azure.
Azure.
It's
pronounced
pronounced
Azure.
Azure.
Ajou. That's where the sauce comes from. The juice. It's late fall, early winter at this point. So it's a bit nippy. And there's no crops growing or anything like that, but you could see that the fields, they're brown and like there's the remnants of crops and whatnot, as you are do in the wintertime. But yeah, you show up and it seems like it's a small town. There are definitely people wandering about and doing, their day to day, and there's cars and there's streets and all that stuff. So it's definitely not, locked in the past or anything like that. Who did Site 69 send, God help me, to this little hamlet? Let's start with I don't even care because it's going to be terrible.
Hi, I'm Raji Shrub. I work in pharmaceuticals, and I have been waiting for my call up to come work for the Foundation.
Okay.
I'm Larry Schlobbins,
God damn it.
old-time nanny. Now,
A nanny?
Reese, old-time, no more.
Old time nanny.
I have now retired from the nannying, and I've picked up a little side gig as a researcher for the SCP over here in the UK.
Is that time with a Y or an I?
Larry Schlobbins.
Okay. No, I meant old time nanny. Like, is it Tyme or is it Time?
It's THYME.
Okay. Then.
Yeah, Larry just takes old dried thyme and watches your kids with it.
Okay. Okay.
That's how I clean them, yes.
Okay. And then last.
Schlobbins time. Everybody go Schlobbins time.
I have to.
My name is Hemlock Jones. I've spent the last 30 years researching history, science, astronomy, and any other scientific discipline so that I can become Britain's premier investigative researcher. I always notice what others don't, and I'll find the solution where others can't.
Great. What was the other two first names again? Roger and
Raji.
They're also in the Zoom chat.
Raji Shrub.
I'm not in the Zoom chat. I'm in the.
Most of them are in the Zoom chat.
My name is Larry
I
Schlobbins.
don't. Nope.
2 out of 3 of them are in the Zoom chat.
Thank you so much, Larry. Now I get to say the phrase, "It's elementary, my dear Slobbins."
Fuck off. All right. So, are you showing like how obvious or what's the word I'm looking for? How obvious do you want to make it that the SCP has invaded this little town to do some investigating? Like how are you rolling into town?
I think a bunch of sprinter vans are the way to go.
Sprint vans, okay.
I will be jumping out of an airplane and lightly floating down with my umbrella.
What a fucking knob.
So you're
I saw-
gonna fall to death.
No, I've done this before.
Oh yeah.
Yes, quite.
I saw an excellent American movie in the cinema. It was called... Yes! It was called Trimmers.
Tremors.
And I'll be going undercover as a grad student. Don't mind that I'm 50 years old.
It's never too late.
Everybody
It's
gets a
never
late
too
start
late.
on
Never
education
too
these
late.
days.
Yes,
That's
yes.
right.
Quite.
So, what you were debriefed on, or briefed on before you got here, I should say, you were given information that there just happened to be a field agent passing by, and they were staying in this small town, and they noticed they heard a lot of screaming one night, and then a lot of townsfolk just went into that house, and then they came out with something very large covered in a sheet, and then they disappeared. They tried, like, following them with no avail, but they did take pictures of the house that everybody went into, and that person then started to stick around. They noticed that every so often another of these occurrences happened, but they could never get a look at, the body or what it was that the townsfolk were trying to take out. The town was very, very hush-hush about it, didn't like talking about it, and they would basically muscle the person out anytime they tried to get involved. But so in the case file, the undercover field agent, yeah.
Okay.
So
Were they posing as like a nosy neighbor?
they were just passing through.
Oh, hey, what's going on here, mate? Huh?
Exactly. So the town didn't really,
What's all this then?
yeah, they just sort of kept him at bay. But they did send over some pictures. He took pictures of each of the houses that these phenomena occurred at, and
You better have your camera license.
That's, yeah.
They told him.
So each of the houses
Get your license.
have a very specific appearance, and you can see that the address is written on the picture as well, so you can go to the house and look at it yourself. But the house looks like it's the foundations of the house is kind of, the houses are a little cockeyed.
It's pronounced Cockney.
Cockneyed. There's some cracks going through the houses and whatnot. Even the doorway is sort of
Pronounced
messed up.
Cronks.
Cronks, whatever you say.
It's a wee bit cronky.
cronky. What's a cronky?
It's funny when Americans say, what did you say to that they're cockeyed instead of whittle waddle fiddle faddle, which is the correct term.
It's true. Yes.
So yeah, so that's what
Or
he got
family-daled if you're naked.
from the outside of the house, anyways. That these houses are all kind of like cockeyed and like cracked, and the houses
And
themselves-
family-daled.
family
Yes.
down and willy dilly tilly tattle, whatever you said. So yeah,
That's what I said.
that's the information you got coming in here.
So nothing. We've got no information coming in.
Our
you have pictures of
researcher
each of the
witnessed
houses.
a murder and he didn't call the police, and now we're here
Twice.
for no fucking reason.
Not a researcher, field agent.
Oh,
And
I'm sorry.
he did
Semantic
contact-
arguments.
Well, also the SCP Foundation's not going to call the police, but you know, the town's law enforcement is the one that was keeping him away. So
Well, it could just be a corrupt cop kind of thing.
it
Why does he
could
think
be.
it's supernatural?
The whole town's in on it?
I've seen this episode of The X-Files.
I was going
Oh.
to say as well, it's just like Stepford.
I can't wait till Luke Wilson shows up with buck teeth.
I thought it might be Hot Fuzz.
Wow.
That's so
For the greater good.
Wow.
The whole town's in on it.
My
right?
not my
It's in
brother.
English.
Bushy beard. I get you, Tristan. I get you.
Yarp.
Yarp, exactly. Narp.
Crusty Jungler.
Crust.
What was our Crusty Junglers?
Yes, crusty junglers.
League of
from
Legends
League of
players have
Legends, yeah.
invaded.
Been playing for 10
Crusty
years,
jungler.
and now I'm just a crusty jungler.
Mhm.
Finally made gold.
Well, obviously we'll go to the local pub to get the scuttlebutt going around.
Yeah. So we drive the 6 Sprinter vans full of surveillance equipment and some backup right up to the pub.
Right up to the pub? Okay.
It says what's the thing? Big Brother Surveillance Company, because we're here to inspect the cameras, because every
Shit
Well,
Brothers
it's-
Plumbing.
It says, well, we don't want anybody to come up to the van, correct?
yeah no.
Okay, well then, yes. On the side it says, delicious Irish food.
And
Many much spices.
delicious Irish food brought to you by the League of Irish Sobriety.
Delicious Irish food and other lies.
Okay.
It's cabbages.
So you go there. There is one pub here in town.
Just one.
Cabbage
Just
delivery
one.
van.
It's a
That's all
small
it is.
town. Yeah. You don't need a lot of them. It's like
We've
60
settled on-
people in the whole town.
What is the name of the public house in this
Yeah.
town? Voice in head.
Pennies.
The Tilly Tally Willy Dallies.
The Tilly Tally Willy Dally's public house.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I love it. How quaint.
Yeah.
We go inside.
Okay.
Get shit canned.
And you've noticed that, while you were traveling through the town, that all the buildings look like they're fairly old. So this is definitely not a new town, not a whole lot of new architecture or anything like that. But you go into the pub. Pub also looks like it's, I would say, pretty old. And there are a few patrons in there. It is the middle of the day, but, there's a few people in there. There's a soccer game on.
Who's playing?
Football.
Liverpool and Manchester United. I know 2 names.
Mm.
All right.
Who's behind the bar?
It is a bald older gentleman with mutton chops.
Ah,
He's
Mr. Tilly
clean.
Tally Dilly Dally, I presume.
That's my father's name, actually.
Oh,
Yes, I'm just Dill.
just Dill. Well, just
Just
Dill.
Dill.
I think
Just Dill.
we'll take a round of loggers for the group. Yes.
All right.
What do you say, chaps?
If it's not too much to bother, I'll take a snake bite instead, yeah?
A chunky snake bite. Ooh,
Which-
American.
Which is snake bite.
Half cider, half lager.
With a
A
pinch-
chunky snake bite. Go ahead.
With a pinch of, obviously, black currant liqueur.
All right. Fancy
And
that.
just a little bit of Texas chunky salsa.
I don't, I'm afraid.
it gets you here.
Yeah, I'm afraid I don't go to Texas.
If you have paste, though, that would be great.
I've got tomato paste.
Authentic.
You want tomato paste?
Just put some H&P sauce in it. You won't know the difference.
The closest I've got is paste, not paste.
Like the one you had in grammar school. Like the good paste to the yum yum paste.
No.
Tomato paste.
No, sir.
Oh.
Talk about tomato paste.
And I'll have a cider.
Great. And he fixes each of your drinks and then puts them out there and goes back to cleaning his one glass. Just going and watching, kind of looking every so often at the soccer game, the one TV that's on in the pub.
What's the score?
Nothing, because nothing ever happens in fucking soccer.
So, what's the scuttlebutt in this glorious little metropolis of yours, Mr. Dill?
Scuttlebutt? Well, I mean, it's pretty quiet farming town. Not a lot happens here.
Any unusual crops lately? Unusually large, or
No, I would say it's pretty
aggressive.
It's been a little warm this year, I would say, but that was a little strange. But pretty normal yield. I'd say nothing out of the ordinary. You farmers yourselves?
Oh God, no! I'm a nanny, you see. Watching the young ones as the Mr. and Mrs. go out.
He's a man.
Yes, I know
gallivanting
what a nanny
about.
is. Yes, I've heard of them.
You've heard of them, but you've never met one.
No, because I just take care of my own children. Don't need to pay someone else to do it.
It must be lovely to have that sort of wealth.
Is that your children drinking back there at the table?
That's right.
They don't look like they're older than 8. Good God, man.
Got to start them at some age.
Okay.
I just start singing because of the television. My team scored Liverpool, la la Liverpool, la 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 Liverpool, Liverpool, la la la, da 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 da.
Everyone just turns and looks at you like, all right. Excited person that one is.
Salah!
Okay.
Very excited.
Yeah,
How many
you're the most excited person in this bar by far.
How many non-children patrons are there?
I said 6.
There's 6. They're all sitting together at the same table.
No, there's a couple sitting together, and then the rest of them are just sort of scattered about. You are at a bar, which is like a U shape, and there's a few sitting, around the bar as well. No one's like shit-faced or anything like that, but
I want to look for the gentleman that seems the loneliest, and I'm going to get him shit-faced until he talks.
Okay. So I would say to a few seats to your right, there's somebody just spinning a peanut and just like drinking their beer, like sipping it very carefully, and just spinning a peanut and just.
I ordered 2 shots of the classic American Canadian import Fireball, and I go down there and say, "Oh, care to do it like the Yanks, chap?"
Sorry, what?
You want to take a shot with me?
I mean, are you paying for it?
Absolutely.
Sure, I'll take a shot.
All right, drink these.
Both of them?
I keep feeding him shots, and
right.
after every shot, I ask him, "What's going on in this town?"
What's new?
And my eyes get real wide, just like this.
Okay. So he just keeps reiterating that nothing's going on in town. It's pretty boring. It's a farming town.
Yes.
Not a whole lot happens here. The more
Another shot, Botched.
Yeah. You keep giving him shots. You notice the bartender has like just kind of stayed over where you guys are because he just keeps giving shots. And then as the patron gets more and more slurred, you don't even know the half. This town's fucking crazy.
What I'm going to do at this moment is pull the bartender on the other side of the bar and start asking him questions about the historical facts about his
persuasion.
public house. Persuasion is what I'm good at.
Okay.
16.
So he is trying. He's over. You could tell that he was trying to mostly pay attention to what those two were talking about, but
He's too polite.
He's too polite, so he's come over to you, and every so often he glances over in that way. But what are you asking him about?
Just some questions about your public house. It's such a lovely, lovely little establishment that you got going on here. What year was this erected in?
It was built in 1743.
1743. And how many renovations? When was the last time you did renovations on such a old historic house?
We did a little touch up here about 20 years ago or so. Added the old TVs and whatnot.
Well, no, I don't mean with the televisions. I mean, obviously, we have to bring everything into the new age. And so as I'm doing stuff like this,
Sure.
we'll go back to Hemlock.
Okay. So the guy who's drunk is just, I'm just telling you, this town's fucked. So fucked. But we can't talk about it. We're not supposed to talk about it, okay?
Do you mean your town is proper fucked?
Proper fucked. Yes, I would say it's proper fucked. And if you were smart, you'd get the fuck out of here, buddy.
Tell me about this enormous cock fucking your city.
I don't know. What's a big cock fucking the city?
You said it was proper fucked.
I mean, it's proper fucked. It's free speech. It's free speech.
Well,
It's not. There's not a giant dick. It's just coming out of the sky and just.
then you
planting
don't say
itself.
proper fucked.
I'm drunk.
Proper literally means non-figuratively, my friend.
I'm drunk.
That's great. You're doing a good job.
I can't even spell.
What the fuck is going on in this town? What do you mean it's fucked? What's happening?
We can't. I'm not supposed to talk about it.
Well, rules were made to be broken.
We're not supposed to talk about. Don't get mad.
We're
not supposed to talk about.
Who will get mad?
Everybody will get mad. You're not supposed to talk about it. It's embarrassing.
Will you get mad? I won't get mad.
I'll get mad
I might
later
even
when
be
I see-
very appreciative.
I might get a little mad.
Raji slides over.
I am-
You're talking to the barman. Raji slides over. We can get you out. No questions asked. Start a new life.
We can put you in protection.
Well, no, I would say they're not gonna fucking kill me. It's looked down upon. It's like
Wouldn't you love to live in the American paradise known
Fuck
as
that.
Florida?
Oh, that sounds terrible.
Orlando.
rich.
Fucking scaly dinosaurs crawling up out of the water trying to bite me in the ace. I don't think so.
What?
Shit, it's got scaly dinosaurs in there.
It's
that what
going to scare the dinosaurs.
No, scaly. It's got scaly dinosaurs.
Scaly dinosaurs.
Yeah,
Scary dinosaurs.
Scaly. With an
I know-
L.
Scaly dinosaurs.
Scaly dinosaurs.
Look, mate,
Wow.
I was once in on a entire whole town cover up, and you can take it from me. It's not, the lie will come out eventually. It's not worth it. I persuade him, buddy.
Okay. Roll persuasion. With advantage because he's drunk.
Advantage, hooray. 18.
So he
Two
looks
people
at you.
died.
He looks at you and gets really quiet. And you notice that the air gets kind of chilly in the pub. And you see that he has a very serious look on his face, like he's terrified. He's like, "It was the crooked man.
All right.
The crooked man did it. But we can't talk about the crooked
I start cheering about the football game. Oi, go!
And he like gets
defense.
looks around real quick. He's like, "Oh, okay." You startle for a second there. He's a crooked man. He comes around every 12 years. And for the fall and winter months, he preys on the people who live by themselves and kills them off. Disfigures them horribly, and they fucking die. It's terrible.
Fascinating.
What are you doing by yourself on the 12th year?
What? I don't.
should-
I don't live by myself. I live with my mum, so it's fine.
Well, why do you look so lonely?
Cause I
'Cause he lives with his
I live with
mother,
my
Rochi.
mother.
So you left your mum alone right now.
Oh, it's
In this
fine.
year?
It's not till after dark. You don't have to worry about it till after dark. So as long as you guys just stay together, you'll be
And it's
fine while
nice.
you're here in this town.
A lot of windows in this pub.
Yeah.
All right.
How many people have died this year, my friend?
Let's see here. We're in the middle fall, so I would say about 10.
10 people in a village of 60. Good
Yeah.
God.
Yes.
Who are the idiots who would be by themselves?
Well, like I said, it's sort of like we just sort of live with it, and just get over it. It's like okay, it's like a nature, you know. Every 12 years we repopulate, and then boom.
Could you
Well, people
draw
die.
him for me?
No one's ever seen a crooked man.
How do you know he's crooked?
That's just
then?
how the nursery rhyme goes.
Oh, how does that go, please?
You don't know it?
I don't.
Let's pull it up here. And again, he gets
Should I?
real quiet. He's like, all the children know it, but nobody knows who tells the children. But every child, even myself, I knew it. But I mean, I heard it from other kids, but I don't know where we got it from. There lived a crooked man who made a crooked deal. He kept a crooked cane and his catch in crooked creel. He stole a crooked child who cried a crooked squeal, and that crooked little man was broken on the wheel.
Neat.
Roll me another persuasion check.
Roger?
Larry.
Well, how many days do you have to spend cleaning these tap systems up? Huh?
What'd you get?
18.
Okay. Oh, I don't know.
And is that a gravity system? Or
yeah, it's a gravity system.
it's a gravity system.
Yeah, and I clean it every couple of days, I would say.
Days?
Every
That
couple
seems-
of days. I keep
Why it tastes so
tip-top.
clean?
I keep a tip-top ship around.
I mean,
me,
they
I
s-
suppose.
It's supposed to be every 2 weeks, so
Well,
like
I like to be a little bit ahead of the game, as they say. And so, cutting back over to the other two, what else are you asking this gent?
Well, my friend, take comfort in the fact that though the people in your town that might live alone get murdered horribly by some sort of crooked specter, at least you can send your children to school without them getting fucking shot.
Like in the
Yes,
horrible hellscape.
Psst.
America.
I know who's next.
You do?
I know who's next.
Who is it?
Mr. Pimbley.
Mr. Bimbley.
Pim with a P.
Pimbley.
Pimbley. Everybody knows
Not
Mr.
Dill.
The man who makes the cups.
I don't know if he makes cups. Maybe he's related to him. I don't know. But Mr. Pimbley is definitely next. You could tell.
How could you come by this information,
Go
chap?
look at his house. It's their first sign. You see the house? It's a dead giveaway.
Where does he live?
And he writes the address
One,
on,
two,
the,
three,
on a
fix.
napkin. It's a little fucky because you got him so drunk, but it's
Yeah.
legible enough.
Well, say hey to your mum for me.
All right, will do. And he just sort of stumbles off of his seat and falls down. The bartender stops paying attention to Larry and goes and picks
oh
him
no,
up.
I'm not done.
He doesn't care. He's heard a loud clang of a body falling. He's gonna,
I'm gonna-
go pick him up.
This chap's knackered.
Yeah.
Well,
It's fine.
Hey,
Miss-
sorry, buddy. I gotta go get old.
Mr. Dill, where might we find your model village?
Model village?
Model village. Please,
It's this
everyone in
town-
England knows what a model
I know,
village
we
is.
don't have one of those.
You don't have
We
one.
don't have one.
What do
Well,
they
you'll
need
never
one
win
for?
Village of the
need
Year without a model village.
Well, we don't try and win Village of the Year. It doesn't matter to us.
Well, you'll never win if you don't try.
Also, we would never win
Can't win if you
anyways
don't play.
because of the broken architecture.
Well, that's a shitty attitude to have. I find your village quite charming.
Well, thank you.
Maybe I'll move here.
Do you have a family, sir?
Not yet.
All
Maybe
right.
I could start one.
No,
Roger, I
would
think
just-
he's asking if you're gay. I think he's interested. Tap your foot on the bar.
No, I would just, if you're here by yourself, I would just say, move back when you get a family.
All right. Well, if gonna take a stroll about. Thanks for
So
the.
He goes and picks up the gentleman on the floor.
Hey, good luck. Good talk. I was talking. I'll just leave now.
Carries him out.
Ignores you.
Yeah, because
just-
there's a guy
Very-
on the ground. He's not
Gil.
small talk.
Why would he have to wait until he acquires a family to move into your fine city limits here?
Oh, he doesn't have to. He's just.
No, sir, you're backpedaling now. On your
Larry, I
tandem.
think he's homophobic.
We were suggesting it because, this is a family community. It'd be nice for the kids to have other kids to play with. We're getting older, so we need to bring in some young blood. That's all.
Well, first off, I'm going to insight that.
Sure.
Yes, but if he gets his roots established here, he can then get start a family.
Where the pickings are.
Do you know how hard it is to move a family across country?
It's not.
Oh, you've done it?
Well, I mean, if he's just
Because
moving
it
by
seems
himself-
like you were born here.
I was, yeah, but it can't be that.
So
old.
you've never had to move your family across the country.
I haven't, but I've read about it.
Well, then, I mean, just because you read things on the internet doesn't mean it's true.
100% they are.
Persuasion or insight?
Yes.
13.
He's telling the truth.
Mhm.
He's only interested in the fact that he wants to just, bring some youth to the community.
All right.
And the pickings
well,
are slim as far as relationships go. So.
Thanks, Dill.
You're
See you
welcome.
soon.
Yep.
Gonna take a little stroll about,
All right,
see if there's
seems
any
good.
apartments for rent, flats to let, if you will. And Larry, come. I made this wonderful picture on a cocktail napkin. I think you'll enjoy it.
Oh,
Come check it out
you
outside.
do know my taste and styles.
Okay. So you guys leave then?
I'm going to
Yep.
waddle out. Yep.
You waddle out.
Well, I guess, yeah.
Fucking.
Hemlock, were you doing shots with him too, or? did you
Oh,
just
I was
find him?
dumping mine on the floor.
Yeah.
No wonder he slipped and fell and hit his head.
It's just a giant puddle.
Good thing CTE isn't invented over here in London.
That's right.
Okay.
So, obviously, we'll be going to the address that he gave us to take a look at the house.
So you go over there. It's a 2-story home. Again, fairly old architecture, but it does look as though the foundation is cracking and the house is sort of crooked a bit. Like it's shifted ever so slightly from foundational damage, if you had to guess. But yeah, that's what you notice when you look at it, which matches very similarly to the photos that your field agent had sent over before.
So it cracks the foundation. It seems.
Chim,
The whole
chim,
house. But yeah,
chiroo.
from
Yeah.
like foundation up, like there's just cracks
Okay.
throughout the, like big
Okay.
cracks. But not even
Folks.
just through the stone, but like anything that crack is going through, like if there's like a wood beam or like something sticking out, that also gets like cracked and like crooked too. So it's sort of like anything on that path just gets crooked.
Should we knock on the door?
So-
What time is it?
All right.
What
Just
time is
to
it?
be perfectly clear there, Voice Ned. This house is more crooked than the other ones.
It's about the same as the other ones
Yes, it's the House
the
of
pictures.
Commons.
in the
It
pictures.
looks a lot like it.
Yes,
Okay, but what about the one in front of us?
that is the one
Yes.
that's in front of you.
So, but why are we looking at pictures when it's in front of us?
You're
No, I'm
comparing
saying,
them
I'm telling
to the
you that it
samples.
looks like the pictures that were sent to you of the houses. So it matches.
By the chap
It's
that
the crookedness,
What about the houses next to it, Voice and Head?
they are fine.
Okay, thank you very much.
Did you ask about the houses?
Yes,
next to it?
I said
No,
the
he
other
fucking
houses
didn't.
next to it.
No, you didn't.
Literally everyone else.
I said it in my head, and you should have heard that.
It's like-
You're the omniscient
I'm
narrator,
like,
after all.
when was this? And then I'm just looking at the other two, and they're like, nope, didn't happen. I'm like,
I
all right,
mean,
he's
it's-
just out of
but
his
I
fucking
will
mind.
remember that you did not have my back, Larry
I did
and
drunk
Georgie.
out for a
I will
second there.
remember this.
so it's possible that it happened.
Oh!
We agreed to gaslight him before the show, and you backed out when it came down.
So
Roger's going to start getting surveillance cameras in there on the place.
Well,
On a
hold
drone
Is he
over
is
top.
he still living in there? Yeah.
Yeah, we knock on the door first.
Yeah.
but
I'll go up to the door and give it the old knock knock.
you
Open up shop.
It's
Oh.
quiet for about 30-ish seconds, and then you hear like a faint walk from inside, and then you hear the door unlocking, and there's a little old man. Yes.
Excuse me, young man. Is your father home?
It's a good joke, sir. No, it's just me.
Well,
Father's been dead for a century.
I noticed that your flat here has quite the crackage in it.
Ah, yes, earthquakes and all that.
Well, I'm actually here from the borough to do yes, quite. There's
Fucking
Those-
earthquakes.
you never know when they're gonna strike, right?
That's right. never
I'm from
know.
the borough, and I'm just doing an estimate about possibly fixing up your crack house.
The borough?
May I yes.
What borough?
The Crown?
The crown?
The Crown?
The cron. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm looking at possibly fixing your house for free, and I've have many
Oh.
others here.
I wouldn't worry about it, sir.
Well, please, may I come in and take a quick estimate? Go down into the basement to see how far this crack goes.
Sir, really, it's okay. You know, I'm not going to have this house for much longer, most likely.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you sick?
You could say I'm selling it. It's going to go on the market very soon.
I'm
Well,
actually in the market myself, and
Well, then
We-
you
we
can
have-
buy it.
yeah, we're from the Secure Concrete Point of Departure company, and we fill in cracks daily.
Okay. Well, like I said, right now, it's not a good time. I'd come back
Well,
in a couple of days.
Here's the deal, and I'm going to try to persuade him with this.
Okay.
You're selling this house, and I want
No,
you,
I
sir.
didn't say I'm selling it.
You
I said it'll be sold. I didn't say
Will you
I'm
be
selling
here
it. I
when I
won't
come
be
back?
here. No.
How do you know?
Well, you know, you never know. Anything
you
could happen.
Yeah, but you
Another
could
earthquake
you
could swallow
you
me
could
up.
live for another 2 weeks.
I might.
If you were
I'm
a
going to
betting
incite
man,
this madman.
you're a betting man. Would you put $1 million
18.
on living till 2 weeks from now?
Nope.
Why is that?
Smoke a lot. Do a lot of drugs. Do a lot of
Well,
hard drugs.
obviously, sir, you live in a crack house.
Exactly.
18 for an insight.
Steve's muted. Oh, you're not? Oh, I thought I saw you talk.
He was
I
talking to
haven't
Rocky.
said anything.
Oh, I thought you. I mean, I saw your mouth open. So.
Oh, it's an 18 for an insight there.
He's definitely lying.
Dennis is just staring at Steve the entire time.
Well, I just glanced down because half the time he ends up muting himself, and then he doesn't realize it, and he starts talking. He's like, "Why
No.
is nobody answering me when I'm
Please,
talking?"
please, sir. I insist. We're going to get this house shaped up real nice so that you can maximize the amount of money you're going to make on this return.
And we do an entire reality show with it. So bring in the vans, bring the cameras in.
What?
Yes. You're gonna.
All right.
I'm sorry. What's your name, sir?
What did I say his name was?
I don't recall. That's why I'm asking,
Mr. Piddle.
Mr.
Definitely
Pimbley.
wasn't.
It was Mr.
I know.
Pimbley.
I don't know what. Pimbley.
Yeah.
Yes, Mr.
Yeah, yeah.
Pimbley.
Mr. Pimbley.
Pimbley.
Uh,
Tim Pimbley.
You are going to be on an episode of our show.
Yeah.
The
Real estate voyeur.
Yeah, real estate voyeur
Okay.
Esquire edition.
All right.
We're going to put cameras in your shower.
I don't think that's a good idea. Well, you know what? Fuck it.
What have you
Whatever.
got to lose? You think you'll seem to think you'll be dead.
That's right.
in
I'm
th-
not
in
going to
3
be
weeks
around to
from
see it
now.
anyway, so it's fine.
Might as well immortalize your penis while you have the chance.
So he just sort of like gets out of the way and waves you guys in. So where are you setting up cameras?
Do I
Everywhere.
do I notice anything about him?
Yeah, is he like
No.
a lizard?
Like,
in
I'm
a
going to
skin
shake his
suit?
hand. Does he have a aggressively?
I'm gonna get like real up on him.
Let me give you a
Does he have a strong grip strength on that handshake?
I would say it's about what an old man's handshake would be.
How
Limp and
firm is his
cold.
buttocks?
Yeah, but like a Clint Eastwood or like a Leslie Jordan.
Aubrey Hepburn.
That's old man Aubrey Hepburn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
About-
I remember
about
when
that
she
strength.
transitioned.
Yeah. I didn't say she was a man. I just said that level of grip
Oh,
strength.
that's Audrey Hepburn.
Audrey, it's all the
Aubrey,
same.
Aubrey was her sister,
That's right.
aged terribly.
Very
Yeah.
ugly.
Very ugly.
Unfortunately so. Hair lip, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, it's not. I mean, it's old man, not a very strong grip.
But he seems human, is what
Yeah,
Larry
he's
was
human,
going for.
yeah.
Okay, I think Larry was
Seems
trying
like
to
your
see if it was,
average elderly person.
Seems like your house is a little crooked, wouldn't you say?
Oh yeah, like I said, earthquakes. Gotta watch out
Is
for
this
them.
a seismic
At this-
activity?
At this time of
Oh, yeah.
day,
It wasn't right now.
in this part of the world,
That far from the fault?
Yep,
localized
Crazy.
directly in your kitchen.
wasn't in my kitchen. Oh, look! Did you look outside? And he's got
Yeah,
big
we
Coke
did.
bottle glasses on, but he's just like, "There's cracks all on the outside." You don't
Not-
see anything
not
on the
your
inside.
adjoining houses next door.
Well, I was right on the line. Boom, earthquake, right on the line.
I'm gonna go into your basement.
Okay, it's just a fruit cellar.
What kind of fruit do you stick down there?
Kumquats.
Rhubarb.
Rhubarb.
Rhubarb's not a fruit, you son of a bitch.
Strawberries.
Why do they put it in pies? then?
Blueberries.
Checkmate.
Blackberries.
Rhubarb's just red celery.
I was gonna say I don't even know what rhubarb is. Makes
It's a
good pie.
fruit to English people.
makes good pie. I don't know. But yeah. So
What do I notice down here that's kind of
off?
strange? Yeah.
Roll perception or investigation.
Let's see. I will do insight. 23. 22.
You notice nothing off about this basement. No cracks in anything. It's like a dirt floor. If you were to imagine an old person's cellar, this is what it would look like. This is the most stereotypical cellar you've seen.
Boxes.
Yeah,
fruit.
I'm gonna go through some of the things down here.
Okay.
Got
What
any
do I
good
find?
records?
Fruit.
Nothing else. Not clothing, pictures.
No, not down here. in the
An
cellar.
old gun.
Old tin
No,
pail.
Not down in the cellar, no.
A canteen full of piss.
No.
Some old nudie magazines.
Nope, not down in the cellar.
Why
Why would it be in the fruit cellar?
Well, it depends on, the
Got a can it?
Well, you know what? Never mind.
Okay.
Maggie, I'm going down to the cellar again. I'm feeling a bit fruity.
Raji, I never tire of the lovely, quirky vernacular of the North, calling root cellars fruit cellars. Oh, it's so quaint. Don't you think, Raji? Don't you think, Raji?
Raji. Yeah, sorry. I was Roging out for a minute.
Just roging out. And
looking
as
at
you
me.
guys talk about cellars, we're going to take a break. And we're back.
Raji, are you having a Rogerism?
Raj?
Oh, sorry, I was updating the game on my phone.
I come out of the old root cellar there.
Okay.
and back to the old man.
Okay.
So you're going on a trip, yeah?
Oh, sorts, yeah, I'd say.
I got to write this down so the producers for our reality show can kind of work that angle in. Where are you going?
I don't know yet.
I'm going to intimidate him.
Okay.
Listen here. I need to know right fucking now.
Ooh.
Look, my producer who is in my ear is on my fucking ass. And I can't let them wait any longer. 21.
Well, then, I would suggest that if you have to wait on me, then you get the fuck out of my house before I shove my cane up your piss hole. I was in the
closed the-
war, motherfucker.
I close the front door with my umbrella and lock it. A crit 20, really?
You didn't roll crit 20.
I'm asking you.
Oh, yeah. He has a
Yeah.
modifier. But no, they put him at 23.
Damn. I don't think I'll be going anywhere until we figure out exactly what's going on, and I believe you
This
know.
is a home invasion.
Larry. I pull
Did you
Larry to the
motherfuckers
side.
come in here to
Larry,
die?
oh, Mr. Bibble.
Why would we
You wanna go
die?
to war? You want to go
It's-
to war? Is that what this is? He turns his baseball cap backwards.
Mr. Bibble, I assure you, to take us down, you'll need a lot more than an ancient Lee Einfield 1903. So calm down. I'm going to speak to my associate, and we'll be right back with you. Larry, leaving him alone in the house is how we're going to find out what's going on.
I understand, but I hate the elderly.
Oh,
They're
well,
disgusting.
stinks. As well you should. They
Look
smell
at their
funny.
hands. Have you seen how fucking gross their
Their
hands
skin is basically translucent. You can
And they're
see the
driving up the
bones
fucking
if you
housing
hold up a
market.
flashlight.
I went into the basement to purge because I saw one side of him and couldn't keep my hot pockets inside me anymore.
Just like
Would
when that wrinkly skin that's coming off. I just want to like rip it off him.
How many weeks do you think it's been since he changed his adult diaper?
It's funny. You guys were talking about, oh, we're going to see your Willie in the shower. Have you smelled him? Are you stuffed up?
He keeps it on in the shower. That's why it's all
This
soggy.
man hasn't been in it near water in roughly 5 to 10 years.
Oh, Mr. Pimbley, hello.
Well,
He's
Mr. Pipley, we're going to let you be, obviously. Enjoy your night. Please sign this release real quick, though.
Oh, hold on.
What's it say?
Oh, it just says that all the video that we take is property of Real Estate Voyeur Incorporated, and you're entitled to 2% of all 1% of 3% of potential royalties.
What does it actually say?
That's what it says.
Okay. That's
It's
what
just
it
bullshit.
says. Okay,
It's just bullshit.
Okay, great. Yeah, he signs it.
Mhm.
All right. Well, it was
Yeah,
lovely talking to 2
I'm
out
not
of 3 of you.
secretly the devil making a contract. It's just to make him think we're a TV show.
All right. It's weird that you would say it.
I
like
was
that.
talking to you, voice and head, not to Mr. Pimbley.
Yeah, it's one and the same.
I'm leaving.
So we go out. Yeah, we leave. We
Okay.
get in the vans and we get our surveillance on, and we wait till nightfall to try to see what's going on inside the house.
So I
Well,
would say-
here's the thing. Before we go any further, like the thing is that Mr. Pibley knew he was going to die.
Yes.
So how does he know that? I
We'll
know
hopefully
that
find out.
the man at the bar told you to that Mr. Pibley was next, and everybody knows. Why not stop it? Why not move? Why not do something else?
Well, he is ancient.
Well, I understand, but not everybody who has died has been as disgusting as Mr. Pibley.
Well, we can only gather so much information.
Well, we didn't try to ask him anything.
We threatened him, and he.
I
seemed-
threatened him.
Yeah, you
I threatened him. You didn't do anything when it came to Pibbs.
I
Go
asked
back
him
in there and
why-
talk to Mr. Pibbs.
Yes, let's go in there and
No.
shout at him. Do you want to die?
But he knows he's going to die. That's
Yeah.
the thing, and he's accepted it.
One more question, sir. One more question.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought this was over and done with.
So thank
Saw
you for
your
signing the
paperwork
release.
and all that stuff.
How is it that you know you're not going to be around for 2 more weeks?
I didn't say that I know. I just
You said you would bet a
I
million
said I
quid.
would bet £1,000,000. I'm old. I could go any minute now. Didn't I?
What about-
Almost did. Right there.
Do you think it would be
Off you
tonight,
pop.
tomorrow?
Who knows? Could be
But
any
in
time.
2 weeks for sure.
I mean, I wouldn't bet on it. I'm an old man.
What is the thing in your life, Mr. Pimbley, most worth living for?
Cats.
My grandchildren?
And when was the last time you saw them?
Like 5 years ago.
Roger, he wants to die. He just wants to
They're
die.
busy.
There's nothing.
They don't
There's
have
not,
time.
not
for
anything
me.
strange.
They don't
to
want to
it.
come out here to the country and,
I
kill
made
an
some
old man.
Facebook posts about how I really thought, and now my family won't talk to me.
That's right.
Well, if you're all right, we'll just take some money from you then.
No,
need
but
it.
why?
because I hate you.
Well, that's fine. I mean, there's
don't
nothing
even know
you've
you.
Good one, Mr. Pimbley.
It's that,
there's
you know what he
there's
does?
nothing you've said to me that I haven't said to myself in a fucking
He
mirror.
pulls out money and hands it equally to the other two,
Oh,
but
thank you.
Guess
not
what?
to you.
Guess what? We're all same company.
Okay, it's fine.
Ain't shit.
I didn't give it to you, did I?
That's fine. I'm gonna get it.
Good luck. They look like strapping lads.
Oh, they're the greatest.
Right.
Where should we get takeout from, and what would you like some?
Take it. No, I'm fine, thank you.
No
Um,
last meals for you?
I mean, there's really only the one restaurant. It's just a pub.
And the fish there any good?
Yeah, it's fine.
What about the
Fish and
liverwurst?
chips. Liverwurst is shite. She's shit. Shit. Wouldn't get
Right.
it.
And the haggis?
They don't have haggis.
How's the beef
Smart
Wellington?
man.
What?
Yeah, the beef barley slurp slurp.
The beef Wellington. How is the beef Wellington?
Did you see this town? You think they make a good beef Wellington? They wouldn't.
Well, I mean, if you look over at the Americas, I mean, the corn dog is technically a beef Wellington, but America style.
Do they have American beef
Wellington on a stick.
The more you talk, the more I understand why you are the way that you are.
Hot Pockets are also beef Wellingtons if you look at it.
Did you eat
You're a
paint?
structural
It's meat
theorist.
inside of a pastry.
Did you grow up next to a nuclear power plant?
No, I'm just
Were you
very.
dropped on your head as a child?
No,
Did you
it's
eat
just
paint
the fact.
chips?
No, it's sir. You
Were
forget
born on the
yourself.
power lines.
Well, aren't we all?
No.
Mr. Pimley, you are a delight.
Are you sure you don't want some chips?
Here's some more money for you two. I like you two.
I
Not
want
him,
to
Thank you,
be
grandfather.
here.
I love you.
I hate him. But you two.
I want to be here
two fuck.
when the Grim Reaper comes in and takes your last breath. I want to be here to laugh and dance in front of you. So the last image you see is me full of life, living and joyfully celebrating.
Hanging dong.
To hear your death rattle will be my ringtone for the rest of my life.
It won't matter to me. I'll be gone, won't I?
So
Also, I wouldn't
we
give
get
you the
a.
satisfaction.
I'm just gonna go get him a order of chips from the pub anyway and bring him
Okay,
back.
that's fine.
Does he take
Extra
him?
vinegar.
Yeah, he takes the chips.
I knock him out of his hands.
Oh.
Dex.
Slapped. 16.
He botched. In fact, just the motion of you swinging at them causes him to drop them. And then you swing through at the nothing because he's already dropped them.
That's fine. I'll kick him out of the way as well. Down the stairs.
Oh.
Oh. Looks like your money is being well invested.
I didn't. Okay, it's fine.
I mean, it was
Well,
your money. It was your
I
money.
suppose, you didn't get it either way, did you?
Nobody got anything at this point, which brings joy to me.
I pocketed my £5. I'll be using that later.
I
There's a
can't
lot on
wait
the sheet.
to look
in
at the
the red
dailies
light
every day.
district.
Mr. Pibley, I will be
He closes the
watching
door.
these dailies,
Just closes the door.
and I cannot wait to
Can't even
watch you.
Can't even hear him.
Nobody's going to find your body for weeks, and it's going to be great. I will know. I could alert the
You're
authorities,
just
but I
talking to a
won't.
door at this point.
Raji,
let
how
you-
long should we
I'll
let
let your
him talk
5
to the door?
cats come in, pick you clean. All right,
I'm inside
and I'll
the
just
truck.
watch on the monitor, watching.
You two
Laughing.
see him yelling
I
at a
start
door.
the van. I start the
Nobody's-
van.
The door's closed.
Nobody cares.
According
I
to the
mean,
cameras, he's
the cats-
upstairs in another room.
they've
You
been
can't
walking
hear any of
around,
that.
circling you
he's
like a little
shitting.
shark.
We begin live streaming Larry screaming at the door.
Yeah.
The cats come through once a day, take a look at you. Is he ready yet? Nope, I'm still hungry. It's going to be one hell of a feast. And they circle around you and walk back out until the next day.
I think
How
there's still
many
just a few
concurrent
more chips
viewers
on the
do we have
sidewalk.
to-
This is
It's
cat.
our newest reality show. Kuntz trying to take the piss out of old people.
Raji, I believe Larry has become what they call a lol cow.
Come again.
Take out my beer pocket.
You notice lots of live streamers, and they're all making fun, or people watching the stream, I should say. And they're all
Nobody's
commenting
watching. Nobody is ever
about how
watching.
dumb that guy is.
I'm not dumb.
He's
I
dumb.
got good.
Look at him.
I
He's yelling
got
at
good
a door.
brains.
We post
Not
up
yelling at
clips
the
of
door.
it.
If people think that I'm yelling at the door, then they're the dumb ones.
It's the show
Everyone
the camera.
knows
The
that
old man's in
this is a
different part
crack
of the
house. His property is bringing down the value of the whole goddamn street.
You don't even live here.
I don't need to.
I'm a
It's
concerned citizen.
disgusting. Old people are filthy and they should be exterminated from this town.
Junkies, am I right?
I'm gonna go get another snake bite.
Larry, would you get in the van, please?
Fine.
We have work to do.
Okay.
Yeah. Raji spent all the money that the old man gave him on 6 packs to go of
Sure.
cider,
Okay.
some tea
All right.
in the van, and we're just drinking it.
Great. So you're just watching and waiting.
Is there any
Crushing
microphones
beers.
that do we plant any microphones in this house?
Yeah, they're on
course
all
we
the
put
cameras.
microphones.
What about like two-way? Can I speak to him?
Oh, you think
No,
you're
you
doing a
cannot
real
speak to-
genius?
No, it's not two-way mics.
Mr. Pibley, this is God.
This is God.
Your time has
I
come.
will
What
never
time
take
has
you.
come?
I don't want you in my kingdom, Mr.
The
Pibley.
traveler has come.
Hell is full, Pibley.
So,
So
I would
you're
say,
going to work in the mines.
I would say it's nighttime by now, and it's about. I'd say it's a little after midnight. Who's watch? Is everybody awake and watching the
Oh,
cameras? You doing
yes.
shifts? Okay.
My team won, so I'm
all watching
celebrating.
a different bay of cameras.
Okay. Mr. Pimbley is sleeping in his bed.
Larry's just mean mugging him while he sleeps.
You notice on the camera, like you pick up through the audio, you hear some snapping and cracking noises. And you notice that there is a visible distortion on the
We've
camera
got Rice
feed
Krispies, boys.
moving from the living room towards the stairs. And it literally looks like a vertical, like zigzag line through the video feed. So you don't see anything. It's just like this weird distortion through and it's moving though through the room. And then, you look at the next camera and you see that same feed continuing, towards the room where Mr. Pimbley is. That cracking noise keeps getting louder. And then you see in the bed that Mr. Pimbley sort of shoots awake.
Oh, it's time. It's time.
And
It's time.
He goes over and he tries to it looks like he's trying to open the window to get out, but windows aren't opening. And you can even see him taking a chair and trying to bash the windows, but the chair breaks before the window does.
Huh.
And the distortion moves further down the hallway until it gets to the door of where Mr. Pimbley is. And then you can pick up through the audio that there's a knocking on the door. And Mr. Pimbley looks terrified. And then, so he's breathing very quickly, and then
Not
he
so
sort
tough
of
now, is he?
he sort of stands up straight, puffs up his chest a little bit, and then moves over and opens the door, and the camera goes entirely fuzzy.
Petikio.
The only thing you can pick up from the audio is screaming and many cracking and snapping noises. And the camera feed for his room, as well as the hallway, is fuzzy. You just keep hearing the noise. And it continues for how long? Or you just sit here, or how long?
Oh, I'm not going
in there.
anywhere. Yeah.
Okay.
God save our
2
gracious
hours.
Queen, long live our noble Queen. God save the Queen.
Wait, who had longer than 10 minutes?
Oh,
I had £5 on 10 seconds.
For 2 hours.
let's see. I had 8 minutes and 43 seconds.
The screaming and popping noises can be heard, and then the distortion leaves the cameras, and you see what you're guessing is Mr. Pimbley. His limbs are very elongated, and it looks like they're bent in all kinds of different directions. The fingers
Gross.
are also super long, but bent multiple ways, and he just has a glazed, look over his eyes. His neck is
Still
also
alive?
elongated. And it's like all jerky. His whole body looks like it was run through like a machine of some sort. It's all
Like a
messed up.
Laffy Taffy machine.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, they stretched him out good now.
Not even just stretch though. Many joints. All
Something
over
about
the
a wheel.
places.
No, hold on, team. Were we supposed to get the crooked man? Were we supposed to contain him, or
So
just?
we're just here.
You
We're
don't even know what's
researchers.
going on.
We are researchers, and we're finding out what's going on.
Okay.
Let's call this in, and they can send in some muscle.
Okay.
Well, we can request some muscle backup, but obviously we need to make some more observations. Were there any vacant houses in the neighborhood that did
Well, hold on
poison
now.
pit?
If everybody knew that Mr. Pimbley was next because he was a dickhead, could we just drive around and find the next slanted, cracked house, and that we would know who the next? I wouldn't say victim.
So it looks like the town is coming towards
Oh,
Mr.
wow.
Pimbley's house.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Lock the doors.
I thought
Turn off the
everybody
lights.
was ejaculating.
Okay.
But yeah, let's turn off the lights inside the minivan that says "delicious, authentic Irish
Cabbage.
food."
Okay.
Cabbage.
Beef Wellington on a stick.
Okay. You notice that they go in and there's a number of people
Pre-American beef Wellingtons.
standing outside keeping watch as well. Then you see them carrying something out on a big sheet, and you could tell from looking at the cameras that they scooped up Mr. Pimbley, covered him in a sheet, and they're just carrying him out. And they're just ushering him down the street.
Can I crack the window slightly and flick a AirPod through a GPS tracker and attach it to the sheet?
Roger, I was just going to follow them.
Yeah, we could just. We have a van.
I was going to sneak quietly on
Sneak
foot.
in the van.
You're not
Okay,
going to
that's
sneak
two.
in a van.
I've got stealth.
I said on foot. I said that.
I said on van. That was.
On van. On top of the van.
All right, fine. I
Teen Wolf it.
uncrack the window and don't flick it like a beer can tap.
Okay. So you're not doing that.
No, but they stopped me. They're right.
Okay.
They're right.
Voice and head.
Yes.
Who seems to be in charge of this cleanup party?
Oh, it looks like the
Dill?
Bobby.
Robert.
The Bobby. The police.
There's a police officer assigned to this village of 60 people.
There's one.
I was told we weren't going to ever see any police officers.
Yeah.
So
You guys went in a different direction from what I figured you were going to do. You did a
Oh,
lot more
alright.
dilly-dally.
you thought we weren't going to dilly willy silly telly?
It's maybe our first 3-part episode. So, yeah, it looks like he's sort of leading things. And there's like also I would say you're going to guess some sort of city official is also with him. But those two seem to be leading things. And the procession, the whole town seems to be, other than children, proceeding to carry Mr. Pimbley away.
Are they doing it like Spider-Man?
No, just enough.
They got him like
people
on
to
a
carry
board?
him. No, they're
On a
carrying him.
Gurney? Okay,
No,
carrying him.
just carrying him.
Well, don't you remember in Spider-Man
I
2
know.
after the train?
Not all of them. are
He's
carrying
just a boy.
him. He's not. He's an old man. But yeah.
Yeah, we'll stealth follow them.
Stealth to follow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. Roger
I've got roller skates, yeah?
has got a
It's not-
13.
that's not stealthy at all.
Roller skates are very stealthy.
Not at all.
17 voice and head.
Shit, stealth. So 12.
Your roller skates are not that stealthy.
Well, I mean, I got a 12, which is above average.
yeah.
And Raji got a 13.
I'm not actually. I didn't declare I had roller skates before the episode started.
Okay.
Okay.
So the three of you get out of the van and you start to follow. You notice that Hemlock is a little bit away from you guys. He's being a lot quieter and moving through cover. You two immediately get stopped by like a couple of other people who stop to make small talk. They're just like, "Oh, hello. It's good to see you. Yeah, you guys are new to town, right? Yeah.
I've got diarrhea and don't have time for this conversation.
Oh, well, let me take you over here. I've got some nice diarrhea meds.
You know
Come
what?
here. Yeah, it's fine.
I hold up my bag. Look, you see this? This is my diarrhea bag. And I'm about to use it. So I would say,
well, let's get you to the toilet.
piss
then.
off. No, I've said I've got my bag with
You're
me.
just going to shit in public? That's
Yep.
a crime, you know. Can't
Well-
just be shitting in public. What are we, animals? We're not animals.
No,
Come
I
on,
do.
I'm
You
gonna-
don't
I'm
look
gonna
like
take
a
you- I'm gonna
Bobby.
just take you on over to the toilet and get you all right fixed up.
No, I'm all right now. Look, mate, I'm a shy shitter,
A shy shitter.
and I don't like you
Well, that's not very funny.
around me when I have to go to the bathroom.
I'm not
See,
I'm not going to be around.
I'm
you and shit.
very
I'm just-
irritable when I
I'm
have to take a
leading you
shit.
to the bathroom.
Don't
so you
need
don't
to,
miss
mate.
it.
I know where I want to go.
Well,
Very
you don't,
small
because
town.
you're not from here.
Very small town.
Where's the bathroom then?
I mean, and I do one of these. The world is
No,
your
it's
toilet.
not. I just said already, it's illegal to shit out in the wild.
Well, I'm not going to shit in the wild.
You just said you were. You just
No.
literally gestured to the town.
What you didn't see is I stopped pointing at the petrol station where they have a free public toilet.
You don't see a petrol station from where you're standing.
But no, I don't
the
see it,
middle
but
of
I
town.
know that it's there.
Gentlemen,
Through-
I'm sorry.
through
My
those
friend
buildings.
is kind of a punter.
Do you need to shit too? Are you helping him?
No, we were just watching the game and we're a bit drunk.
I understand. You're still watching the game at like 3 a.m, are you?
Well, we had to
international
we
match.
had a meeting, you
It
see,
went
so
into
we were
triple
watching.
overtime.
We were watching it on
Maybe
on
0-0
TV.
was the result.
Yes.
0-0.
A very
After
high scoring
7
match.
hours.
Interesting.
We liked it so much that we watched it multiple times.
So you two are currently hung up with these
Yep.
two guys.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Hemlock is following the rest of the crowd.
Meanwhile,
And they go south of town and it looks like they go outside of town a little ways. And they go over near a cottage, and you can see that there's already a whole bunch of people with shovels. And they look like they toss Mr. Pimbley towards the center of the people with the shovels, and then you just see everyone digging up a bunch of, digging dirt into a spot. And then they all sort of, you see them now you're still from a distance, so you can't see, there's too many people, it's hard to make out exactly what's going on, but you see the patting the shovels around. And then they all just go home. And the two people that are talking to Rogie and Larry sort of look around a bit. You know what? You're right. If you want to shit out in the world, you do
listen
you.
here.
We'll let God sort it
I
out.
thought you were taking us with you.
You
thought
have
I was,
talked
but
me
you've
into it,
taken
good
too
sir.
long.
Hey, good sir,
I'm
you
going
have
to
talked
bed.
me into it.
I'm going to bed.
I'm going to hook his arm with my umbrella.
Excuse me.
Excuse
me.
Take me to the toilet now.
It's right there. Points at it.
You're pointing at
It's a
a
public
shrub.
restroom right there. That's right.
That is an elementary school playground.
No, that's a
Good
shrub.
sir.
Shit in the bush.
I'm not going to shit in I
shit in
told
that
you
bush.
I'm a shy
You just-
shitter.
You waved to the world and you said the world is your shitter. So
I'm
there
going
you
to
go.
follow you home.
Bush. You can
I'm
follow
gonna
me
follow
home.
you
don't
home.
come in with me.
We're coming with you.
So he just goes home.
I'm going to follow him all the way up to the front porch.
Yeah, and he closes the door behind him.
I'm gonna film him yelling at the door again.
Listen to me.
And stream it.
Oh, no, he's at it
You
again.
told me you were going to give me some safing coverage and at least
turned
4
This guy
walls.
again. It's diarrhea dripping out of his knackers.
It's
knickers.
leaking. It's a mess, and I've got a mess in my boot now,
And he's
filling me
knackered.
shoes with my own waste.
Hemlock, you wander back and you just see Larry yelling at a door again. He's adorable.
Larry,
What?
leave the door be. All those townspeople rattled Pimbley out to the outskirts of town near a cottage and they fucked off. Let's go check it out.
Brov, I still got a shit.
You
All right.
shit on Mr. Pimbley. You hate him
Larry,
so
I
much.
need you to stop fucking chaving out on me. Act like a proper Englishman and come with me.
Fine. And I'm going to twirl my umbrella as I walk down to
Okay.
Pimbley's little grave, and I'm going to have a dance on it.
Okay.
And his shit.
You see the grave. You're having a dance on it.
I'm going to have a dance on it first.
Okay. Dex
Performance.
save with
Oh.
disadvantage.
Dex save. It is not proficient in dexes.
And it's disadvantage.
Well, both rolls were shite. I got a 4.
So you go over and you have a jaunty little, thing on the grave, and the two of you are like, Jesus Christ. And you just notice that
fucking
all of a
guy.
sudden, thump, he just disappears into the dirt, just falls through the soil.
Wow.
Oh no, you know it'd be great if I do my little thing and I turned around for the finale, clap my hands, put them up, look back to the other two, and then bloop.
Sure.
I tried to dive in and get him. Athletics to help him. I'm gonna pull him out.
It's a pretty big circle. So I would say this circle of dirt is about 20 feet in diameter.
I guess
He
I
was
won't
in the middle of it.
do that with my natural 20, and I'll use it for something else.
Okay.
I've got my umbrella out. Yeah, I was
Yeah,
holding on
sure.
to it.
Yeah.
There's an umbrella at the top of a hole.
Larry, stop fucking about and get out of the hole.
Larry?
There's no response from Larry. There's a hole of dirt in the middle of this mound of dirt.
Can I launch the drone off of our van and fly it
Sure.
over?
Yeah.
Camera and put it down in the hole and see what's down there?
So the drone flies over the hole, and you see a tangle of bodies
Ugh.
in the hole. Doesn't
They're
look like
all-
it's just one body. It looks like it's many bodies that are all tangled
Ugh.
together like Christmas lights. But you do not see Larry.
The fuck?
And you notice that just from the small hole that you could see anyways, at least a dozen bodies are in this hole.
Can I fly it down in more?
You could
Does it,
try,
like,
but it's
open up?
probably going to get... No, it doesn't open up.
Okay, it's just like a pile of bodies and then
Yeah,
like a hole.
it's like Christmas lights.
Voice in the head, I'm going to go ahead and pull out my phone and use my Find My Asshole app to track Larry's neck transceiver.
Because he's his
Respond.
asshole sponsor.
It no signal.
No signal.
No signal is
Fucking
found.
country. No bars. Bullshit. Shit. All right.
Call us Nokia.
Do you want to call it in?
Yes.
Okay.
We'll notify the Foundation.
The Foundation sends out more personnel. A lot more personnel this time. In fact, they set up. They're not even quiet about it. They're not even
Nope.
being quiet about it anymore.
Just take over
they
the
are
fucking
setting
town.
up tents outside the town. They're cordoning off the area. The town is not super happy about that little section that has been cordoned off, but they're not really getting involved with anything.
Mhm.
But yeah, they send out. You have D-Class. There's a replacement researcher that is sent in for Larry.
Oh.
Because no one's seen Larry. There is a plan to try and search through that hole soon-ish. They wanted to get some more information before they send in a search party or search member. But it's been about a day, and they've decided that... So they uncover the dirt, and you just see this massive tangle of bodies. It's not just a dozen bodies. It's hundreds of bodies in this hole, you would
Ugh.
guess. So who wants to play the D-Class, and who wants to play the researcher that is sending the D-Class into the pit?
I'll play the D class. Go. Yes, sure.
Raji's here.
The D-Class is going to have a tether attached to them that comes up, so that way they're on a rope. So if need be, they just tug twice, and they know you pull them out. They will also have a camera on. They will have a microphone and all that, like headset, all that stuff. Like they'll also have basic survival gear. But yeah,
All right. Hi, my name's Raji. Who are you?
My name's Farley Bronson.
Farley. Wait, and
I'm
where
the
you from?
world's. I'm Britain's most ticklish prisoner.
Okay.
Well, hopefully the corpses you're about to dive into don't tickle you too
I
well.
guarantee you they will. If anyone touches any part of my skin, I immediately break out into laughter.
I poke him in the nose.
Stop it, you cheeky fuck.
All right, jump in.
I hop in.
Harry, get over here.
Roll me a sanity check
Uh,
to the person jumping into a pile of dead
Corpses.
bodies.
I'm botched.
You shit yourself. Well, actually, let me
Yeah.
roll my percentage.
I push him if he won't go in. Harry, give him a push.
I'll kick
I
him
al-
right.
He's
Right,
paralyzed.
Already
Tommy.
jumped in.
He is paralyzed with fear.
No.
His skin is white. He has shit himself and vomited all over himself, and he is curled up into a fetal position, and he's just convulsing.
You're a pusher, Harry.
So tickly.
Everyone will be touching my skin. So yeah, he's not doing great right now.
Why don't we pull him out and replace him?
I would be ashamed to waste him.
I mean,
Kick him in, Harry.
I'm gonna kick the scaredies out of him.
When he kicks me, I go, "Ah."
So you kick him into the hole.
Yes.
Yeah, this is Harry Nobbins, by the way.
All right. So when you kick him into the hole, it looks like he's falling almost through quicksand. Just falls right through the tangle of bodies pretty
That's weird.
easily. What's your name again, D-Class?
Farley Brunton.
Farley.
I forgot my accent. I don't know. I slipped back into Hemlock there.
It was a little grittier.
Farley.
My name's Farley Bronson. There we go.
You notice that you're falling or sliding, you're not quite sure which,
Right.
for quite a while. And you're a little claustrophobic in here because it's literally you're just falling through a massive tangle of bodies. Like,
But they're not getting a lot of friction on him because he's going so fast.
No. Well, he's not going fast. He's going slowish.
Do I fall? Long enough to get bored? What the fuck is that accent?
I don't know.
Right, I
Get
don't fucking
bored,
know.
mate.
I would
Do
say
I
after
get-
about 5 minutes, you notice that you stop falling, but it doesn't feel as though you've hit the ground. Roll me an intelligence check, Farley.
Oh,
I think that accent was you were a criminal and English, but therefore you went with Australian.
probably.
Cri-
That's
Penal code,
immediate
yeah.
transit. If you go to jail, in
Just
England,
start
they
talking.
give you an Australian accent. They issue it to
Anyway,
you
now
with your
Jack-
jumpsuit. I rolled. What was I rolling?
Intelligence?
Intelligence. Oh, I rolled 16.
You're pretty sure that gravity has reversed itself and that you need to climb up the rest of the way as opposed to falling
But
down.
joke's on you, voice and head. I'm a flat earther. Gravity isn't real.
Okay. Either way.
So what do I think now?
You have to climb up as opposed to falling.
All right, I start.
You fall through the other side of
he's
the
falling through the
flat
crust.
Earth,
I climb up.
and you have to now go out the other side. Yeah. So you start to climb.
He's finally gonna
Hollow
break on
Earth
through.
theory confirmed.
You almost feel like some of the limbs are like touching you. Not like you are just sort of running into them, but like they're actively touching you a little bit. At
I
places.
slap their hands away.
But you eventually climb up out of the dirt, and
Am
you're on
I
the
in
other side
China.
of a sunny day. Roll me a perception check.
Ni hao.
I perceive with a 15.
It looks exactly like where you came from, except the SCP is not here. In fact, nobody's here. It is an empty version of Tembe, included in the hole with the pile of bodies sticking out of it and all that stuff.
Huh.
I
Now-
immediately go insane, start driving cars all over, crashing them into places, burning shit down,
Not a
robbing
criminal
liquor
here.
stores, drinking everything. I just do whatever the fuck I want.
So you sent him with like a little sciencey backpack. Do you want him
Yeah.
to collect anything while he's just
Yeah,
popped
I
out
mean,
of
is
his
the
hole?
radio working?
Yeah, everything's working.
Okay.
Camera's working too. You can see everything he
And he's-
sees.
He has described. Yeah, I guess we can
You
see.
can see it.
So
yeah.
he's gone through some sort of Harry. He's gone through some sort of upside down. Now I'm doing it. God damn it! He's gone through some sort of. I can't even. I don't even know how to stop now. He's gone through some sort of upside down, Larry. Tip top,
Governor. Say governor.
governor.
You can't control me anymore.
Hello.
I'm in the right side up.
I will
He's got a
detonate.
rope on him.
I'm
I
the
will-
master of this domain.
I will detonate the bomb we've planted in your spinal cord.
Fuck.
Sure.
What do you want me to do?
Gather intel. Find out if they're the same people up here.
Show your samples.
Is there a copy of me?
There's
Hey,
no
I-
people. He doesn't see any people in his immediate vicinity.
Even I go into the pub. I go into all the houses.
Well,
It's
so-
completely empty.
Harry just said soil samples. Right? So you said
Well, he said,
I
see if
said
there were
soil
any people.
samples.
I'll pick up some fucking dirt and put it in a jar.
Roll-
Now I'm fucking Australian again. I did it.
roll perception check, the three of you, since you could see everything that Farley
Okay.
can see.
11.
I
Farley
got
doesn't see
a
anything.
12.
24.
Harry, you notice that there are markings in the dirt where he's digging around. Nobody else seems to notice them. But you, with your keen eye, notice that these markings are made by human fingers
Okay. Yep.
going through the dirt. So,
Huh.
I'm going to go over to where I think he is and give him like a push.
boosh.
A push.
You no. He's
Voice in the head, I think he's trying to high five me through the debt.
Gotcha. No, it's not. That's not how that's.
Like
working.
if I go over to where he should be, and I give a push where he would be,
No.
so it's just he can
What
interact.
if you
Hold
mark
on.
the ground?
Why don't you look at the ground?
He did.
If you dig,
Look at it right
what if
now.
you dig?
He always looks at the ground. He
And
has
I'm
low
gonna start
self-confidence.
You don't see any. He doesn't.
Nothing
see
happens on the
anything.
other
Yeah,
side?
no,
Okay, so-
nothing's happening on the other side.
And if he digs, nothing happens on our side?
No,
Okay.
it's not a perfect mirror or anything like that.
I
But
was
again,
making sure.
there's no people on his side. Looks like it's
Mhm.
an empty version of Tembe.
Can I go check the liquor store, see if the liquor
close-
over here is the same?
You could go to the liquor store. You can go to the closest house, which
I
is
was
a
asking
cottage,
permission from my handlers. that
absolutely.
have, okay,
Please
I
do.
do it.
to the liquor store.
Yeah.
The pub?
Okay.
The pub. I go to the pub and see if it's, see if alcohol tastes the same
Sure.
over here.
You go into town. It's dead quiet. There's nobody around. You go to the pub. It's empty. Nothing in there.
Gravit. Is
There's
there
no
a gravit?
booze.
A what?
No booze.
No booze in the pub.
There's,
What about
is
Chris?
there
Empty.
taps? Are there
No.
taps? Is it just like a? Is
There are
it like it
taps.
was a holy? There are taps, but there's no food.
Yep.
This is bullshit. I want to come back.
Okay.
See what happens if you kick the foundation.
I kick the floor.
Yeah,
You
try to
do-
crack the foundation.
I
makes a
stop.
noise.
I stop real hard.
It's like
Yell a lot. See if anybody comes.
See if any house is like crooked.
I go look for crooked houses.
Find the
That's-
crack house.
You don't see any houses that are crooked. You could start checking house to house interior wise, but the exteriors seem fine.
Why don't you go to Mr. Bimbley's house?
Yeah,
on
Mr.
that,
Bimbley's house.
that universe. What's it look like?
Mr. Bimbley's
All right, I'll
house.
go to Mr. Bimbley's house.
Okay, you go to Mr. Bimbley's house.
Check it out.
Those of you who are up top looking through the camera, it looks exactly like Mr. Bimbley's house, minus any sort of food. There's no Mr. Bimbley.
Okay.
You know, anything that has changed with his house recently, anyways, doesn't seem like those changes are present in this version of the house.
Put on your ultraviolet goggles and see if you could see kind of like boogum footsteps.
I do that.
You see your ultraviolet goggles. See, it looks like there might be a bit of a blood trail leading out the back.
It looks like there's some blood here.
Yeah,
Follow that blood.
I follow it.
Okay. Leads out the house, and you follow it to another cottage. And inside this cottage, you see the trail continues forward into a kitchen. And there's a puddle of blood on the ground, as well as a shredded piece of clothing. And a butcher block that's knocked over.
Huh.
With
How's
a,
that blood taste?
with a,
Gentlemen, could I not
cut in
be
it.
here anymore? Could I come
Just a
back?
little further.
home
Just a little
and
further.
Not be here ever again.
If you make
All
it,
right, I'll push forward. You want
What are
me
you
to
doing in here?
taste the blood? You want me to take the
Is
human blood
is
and
it
put
human,
it in my
for sure?
mouth?
no, that's all right. Take a sample.
I take a little swab and I put it in a test tube thing.
Okay.
You want the cloth too?
Yep.
All right.
Roll a perception check, Farley. Or investigation.
16.
So, as I said, butcher block knocked over. But you also notice to your right there is a door. Looks like it goes possibly to a basement of sorts, but the blood trail goes under the door.
You could arm yourself with the butcher block blade and get down there.
Butcher blade's not in the butcher block.
Well, maybe the block would use
Looks
be a
like
great
it's
shield.
missing.
Is
From the
there
butcher
a
block.
knife or an edged weapon that I could survive with?
It looks like there are a series of other knives next to the butcher block. So, yeah, you could take other knives, just the butcher.
I'd
A boning
take
knife?
the biggest knife I can find,
Like a
and I
6-inch
arm
blade.
myself with it. Hey,
Yeah, you got it.
6 inches is more than enough. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. It's more than enough. That's all you need. You go over to the door.
My wife says 3, but that's fine.
6 is far too much.
Unnecessary. Unnecessary.
All right.
Yeah, so we set him down in the basement.
So the door's
Uh,
locked. Well, at least
Um,
it feels like it's stuck, anyways.
You
Why
want,
didn't
you
I
want
go?
me to use my lockpicks?
Well, hold
Yes.
on. What if I go over to where I go to the butcher block on my dimension and open the door?
I think we've already established.
Yeah,
that
we
it's
established
not
that
a
there's no
perfect
mirror. Yeah. Maybe it's every 12 years it changes up, you know?
Convenience.
Yeah,
I
if you
didn't
can't
write
if
it.
If you can't lockpick it, kick it down or find the key.
Okay, so you could try to lockpick it, or you could try and strength it open. Farley.
Sorry, there is a very noisy dog outside my door. What am I doing?
You can
So
either
using
try and
your
lockpick
lockpick?
the door, or you could try and force it open.
I'm gonna try and lockpick it.
All right, roll sleight of hand.
Could you try to put a credit card in the?
Sure. Whatever form of lockpicking he wants to do, it's still sleight of hand.
10.
10. It clickety
10.
clacks. There you go. You said it right for the first time in your whole life.
In.
I put on an English accent.
You try as hard as you can, but nothing You're gonna have to. Your lockpick
Right.
snaps, so you're probably gonna have to try and strength it.
What is
Kick it
this
in.
fucking Skyrim?
Yep.
Yeah, one chance.
Yep. You only brought the one.
I'll kick it in.
Roll athletics or strength, whatever. Is your...
Missile kick for advantage.
Sure.
12.
You kick the door, and it's above average enough that it cracks the hinges, and you go through the door. Roll me a deck save.
Surf on it. Surf down the door. Knife out.
17.
So the momentum carries you forward, and you catch yourself because it's a series of stairs that goes directly down. You catch yourself on the
Whoa.
handrails. Whoa! And are you going to go further down in the basement?
He has
I'll
to, or I will
only
kill him.
go forward when they threaten to kill me.
Okay. So you go down in the basement even further, and you notice even more blood. And it looks like more tattered, bloodied clothing of what used to be Larry. And you hear a noise,
Poor Larry.
like a slithering noise. Roll me
Oh.
perception.
Oh.
We check Farley's stat sheet to see that
17.
he's in jail for cable theft.
Table
Theft
theft?
of utilities.
Okay.
Cable.
What'd you say was your perception?
17.
You know, so you have pinpointed where the sound is coming from. It's coming from a nearby vent. Are you going to go over and look inside the vent?
He has to, or he will die.
You said only a little further. What am I rolling to look in the vent, or
You
do I
just
just
look
get
in
to
the
look
vent.
in the
You just
vent?
get to look in the vent.
Yeah, snake the camera in there.
You put the light up, and you notice that there was some sort of fleshy appendage that quickly whips around the corner inside the vent.
Oh,
Ooh.
no.
That could be anything.
Yeah, a massive
Could
flesh.
be a rat's tail.
Come on back, and we'll get you an RC car with a
Do you want
video
him?
camera on it.
Voice in head, I run, don't walk back.
Do you want him to look anywhere else in this village?
He said, come back, stop
Come back.
asking him
Okay.
questions. I'm leaving.
Okay. So you start to make your way back towards the hole. Roll me perception again.
I really want to send a drone in.
11.
You feel like you hear a rustling noise in the forest just outside of town.
Russell, is that you?
Not sure.
You better hurry.
Oi, Russell.
And you notice that as you're walking back that there are a couple of dead bodies laying on the road in your way. These people who have been mangled and like their limbs are super elongated. They're not moving. They have the vacant look on their eyes. They're just lying
Farley,
on
why
the
are you
ground.
walking? You should be
They're
running.
They're immediately in your path.
I run around them. I don't go over.
Okay. Do you ever take your eyes off of them when you run around them?
I mean, yeah, like as I pass them.
You hear a cracking and a snapping noise immediately behind
Fuck.
you. Do you turn and look? If you turn and look, it looks as though their appendages have snapped and elongated and moved towards you, but they are frozen in place when you're looking at it. But like its fingers and toes and necks and all this stuff. So like both of the bodies have moved, but like the body itself is still laying where it was, but like parts of them have moved
I
towards
run
you.
backwards to the
Mr.
hole.
Farley,
Okay.
I think we have a weeping angel kind of scenario.
You run backwards towards the hole. The bodies don't move anymore. You get back to the hole. Jumping back in the hole?
I jump in
Yeah,
the hole.
get
Jump
your
in
ass-
the hole. Okay. You jump back in the hole. They pull you out. And as they pull you out, that is where we're going to call it. Thanks so much for tuning in. Check us out next time.
You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Spotify, TikTok, Reddit, and Twitch at Botched Podcast. This episode of Botched was brought to you by the Patreon producers, The Weapon of Choice, Big Jim, The Knucklord, Chronic Skinner, B-Mail, Independent, Disgruntled Furniture, Chris Wisdom, Zukari, Scabby Goose, Lost Limey, Shinagome, God King, Red Panda Bash.
Long may his football team score goals.
Not ours.
Sapper Supreme, and Old Swampy. You want to support the show, you can do so on many websites, freedomvalleyhorsepace.com, dickblood.club, lizardteats.com, mookmolk.com, buytheseviagra.com, louisianapocketgophers.com, damnyoudennis.com, birdswithpenises.com. You like that one? Birds with penises? Yeah. Chickums.church, partymormons.com, or simply patreon.com/botchpodcast. Oh, and RaoulsMovingCastle.com.
Yes, Raoul's Moving Castle.
Or simply
Good one.
patreon.com/botchpodcast. Leave us a review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you listen to the show. We greatly appreciate it. Thank you to Gozer for intro and outro music. More of them at Gozer_music. Thank you to Emily Swan for album art. You can find her all over the internet at a swan named Emily.
Swan.
And as always... Oh, yeah. We salute you, Big Jim.
The Big Jim.
5. You are this episode's
Redacted.
And as always,
As you get thrown into jail for getting to pay your utilities license bill, and were caught with a minimal amount of marijuana, and you're forced to go into the mirror dimension where the corpses crackle pop Rice Krispie at you. That's all I got. Botch.
Scream botched, it will tickle you.
God save the Queen. We'll see you next week, mates. Everyone here in chat, stick around. We're going to take a little bit of an extended break as I get this little shim
Welcome to
sham to
bed.
bed. You
Bed
want to say hi
Williams.
to anybody or no?
Goddamn.
You want to say goodnight to anybody? Why don't you say goodnight to Steve?
I know.
Say
Good night, Danny.
Good night, Steve.
Say goodnight
Night,
to
buddy.
Chelsea.
Night.
Do you want to say
Good night,
goodnight to
Bogums.
Dennis?
No.
Good. All right, let's get out of here.
Predictable.
All right, everybody, stick around. We'll be right back. All right, head on out.